Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is October 12th, 2021, and the news is brought to you by Analogue Spotlight, a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. The brands are Cameradactyl, Kosmo Foto, Chroma cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid cameras, Pixl-ltr, Brooklyn Film Camera, ONDU cameras, standard cameras, 20th century cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, large format camera store, Carmencita Film Lab, and RH Designs. Remember, there's a coupon of discount, 10% on RH Designs with Nico 10. More info in the in the description of the video. So first of all, we have more info about the Omnar lens. And Omnar is the brand, so the lens still doesn't have an official name, because I know they're coming out with other lenses, and it is going to be basically a Leica M mount lens with rangefinder coupling, with a 26mm focal length f6 fixed aperture, and it comes from a Canon AF10 point and shoot. So that's as much as we know. We do know that it's going to be different finishes and so on. There's no prices, and it's going to be pretty limited, I think around 20 to 30 units. So they are working on other lenses with other rescued, donated optics. So that's the news from Omnar. Then, One Instant Black and White has finally shipped and arrived to people. I have actually received my pre-order, or I guess order, in my home in Spain. Sadly, they didn't update me that they were shipping, and I didn't remember. I had my Spanish address. So I will be getting it soon. So if you did back it or pre-order it, you should be receiving it very soon if you haven't already, which is great news. Then, big news from one of our sponsors, Analogue Wonderland is launching WonderLab. It's launching today, 5 p.m. UK time. And basically, Marina Llopis, who's a fellow YouTuber and creator, If We Film on Instagram, is running the lab, hired some other film experts and so on. So this lab will be based in the UK, but will tailor to people in the UK and outside of the UK. And as it's tied with Analogue Wonderland, it'll have some perks of having things going on with the community and the industry and so on. So it's very exciting. So if you are in the UK, you can test them out. There's a bunch of news about it, which I will link below. Then Intrepid has launched or released, or is going to release, at least hinted, that they're working on a 4x5 hardwood edition. Cool thing about this, it doesn't seem to say limited anywhere, so it doesn't look like they're going to be limiting to a number of units like they have done before with a wood version. And it's going to be in finishes in mahogany, walnut, and cherry. No more details on pricing and anything else, like they're going to be making it in 5x7 or 8x10, but it's a good move, I think, from Intrepid to move into a little bit of a higher quality product, which doesn't mean their product is low quality. It just means that they're moving on from the plywood and 3D prints to hardwood as an addition, so people can choose what they want to go with, the budget friendly or the not so budget friendly. Then, news from my own work. Camera Rescue has first launched a internship for the winter. But the bigger news in that announcement was that we are working towards a Camera Rescue, camera technician school. It's still in the pre-beta phase. We're basically gathering people who are interested. So you're someone around the world that is interested in learning camera mechanics and don't know where, or you found a master but they don't want to teach you. We hopefully will have location physical school to learn camera mechanics. We don't know when, we don't know if it'll be free, you'll have to pay or so on, but I'll leave the link below to fill in the form so you can be informed of whatever happens if you want to learn this. It won't be a quick thing because basically being a camera repairman is not a one-day thing or 2 weeks or 6 weeks. It's going to be probably a year to 2 years training, because it takes that long basically to learn the basics, and then from there you can slowly get into more models and so on. But if you're interested in this, I think it's a pretty big announcement, because So far, I don't think there's ever been a physical school for learning camera repairs. Then, another really, really big news that doesn't seem to have made it anywhere is the fact that Mint, the manufacturer of Instax and Polaroid cameras, has made their own film factory in 2021. Seems to be that one of their major manufacturers there, I think in mainland China, that was doing stuff for other big brands like Sony, Canon, and so on, told them they were shutting their doors, and they ended up with the option of either calling it, quits for Mint, or build their own factory. So they are building their own factory in 2021, a new film photography factory manufacturing facility. So that's super exciting. I've always thought Mint had, a very cool vision for the film photography industry, and it's really nice to see. I cross my fingers I will be able to visit them when things get better with traveling. Then Filmomat has announced or released a 4x5 reel, 5x7 reel, and a displacer for less film. So let me explain. Basically, the Filmomat is a automatic film developing machine, which is made by Lucas, and it basically is like a stand alone on the table, and it does chemistry up and down and bubbles and agitation and so on. They've made basically it looks like a drum for your washing machine, which you put the 4x5 film on the outside and it will develop. But it also can do 5x7, and they have done basically a displacer for less film. So what that means is instead of having the half a liter of chemicals, you can put this, it looks almost like a floaty. So the chemicals, you don't need so many chemicals, and it fills the tank if you're wanting to do 2 rolls of film, for example, with 250 milliliters. So half the chemistry when you're doing less film, which is pretty cool. So those, I'll leave a link below, but it's pretty cool to see Lucas expanding the Filmomat family. And then news that I haven't seen, but someone did let me know about, is Foto R3, the Spanish retail store for film photography products, has released a new film called Noah ISO 320 black and white film. Seems to be only in bulk film right now, and it's one of those films that they like to advertise as variable ISO, which honestly I call that latitude, but it goes from ISO 100 to 800, and it's actually 320, so depending on the developer and how you do it, it's variable. But I think that variable stuff is marketing names, but who knows. So yeah, that is the news for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the sponsors for keeping the news alive and free for everybody to watch. And always, you can send an email to the email below. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.